So here we have our little feeding arrangement going on here. You know, my other dogs are, you're already done with your food. My other dogs are nomming down, you know what I'm saying? You need to be patient. This dog needs how to learn, she needs to learn boundaries, right? So this baby gate that I have here, it is not attached to squat. She can move this and has moved herself out of here twice already this morning, just in this feeding session, which is much better than the other night when she continuously just got in and out. We're getting better, right? So the whole purpose of this exercise is I know she can move this gate. She has to make the choice not to. That is the goal here. Because the whole tearing up the carpet, the whole digging in the crate, the separation anxiety thing, we need forced separation while y'all are home. So, you know, I've just been, you know, right over here in the kitchen making their food, and she has to stay in here. That's just how this works. So, Gracie, sit. Good girl. I'm going to let her have that food. Good girl. I'm going to kind of step back, let her get a few mouthfuls. All right. I'm going to reach back over. Gracie, sit. Good girl. This is her having to work for her food, okay? And now I'm going to go in here with her. I'm going to reach down, I'm going to pick it up again. I'm going to ask for something a little bit different this time. We're actually just going to walk over there. Hi. Gracie, sit. Good Gracie. And anytime she sit. Good girl. She knows sit. You don't get a treat for it. Now, Gracie, thank you. You have to stay in that sit until I release you. I know this is good. It's got chicken in it. No, ma'am. If she moves a muscle, I have not taken my hand off this bowl yet, and I'm just going to stand right back up with it. Gracie, sit. Good girl. Verbal praise only. Don't touch her. No, ma'am. Good girl. I mean, moves an inch. Good, Gracie. No, ma'am. Gracie, sit. I'm going to turn my whole body away from her. Notice where she is. She's interested in what I have. She wants what I've got. I like that. Hey, Gracie, sit. Good girl. And I'm not... That's okay. She's not going to pay attention to me. She's not going to listen. Asking this dog to stay in a sit, she can do that. She can absolutely do that. Her saying that she can't, she's punking me. She's lying to me. No, ma'am. And I mean, if she even thinks about getting up, y'all, do not allow it. Because you know what? I've got all the time in the world. I don't care what this doorway smells like. And this is not her food. It's my food that I'm giving to her, along with everything else. Walk. Good girl, Gracie. Gracie, sit. Good. No, ma'am. Good, Gracie, go ahead. Good girl. And I'm going to step back from it just because she's a real nervous dog, okay? Any other dog, like any normal animal, she's not. That's okay. Normal is a relative. Normal is a setting on the dryer. You know what I'm saying? She's a nervous dog. And I want to make sure that she knows that I'm letting her have that food, so I'm going to step back from it. Most other dogs, I would just still hold the bowl in my hand and allow them to come get the food from me. So she took a few mouthfuls. Yeah, that's some good stuff. We're still interested in working for it, right? Gracie, sit. It's okay. I'm going to give her about 3 to 5 seconds to think about what I said before turning my body away. See, she's interested, okay? Also, I think y'all let her free feed. Like, you just let her graze throughout the day. Gracie, sit. Good girl. She needs to eat her food. Nope. Good girl. Good, Gracie. She needs to eat her food 2 meal times a day. 3, maybe. Because I would honestly add another half a cup of food to each of her meals because I can still see a good deal of rib. But also, if you're allowing her to just pick at her food throughout the day, stop doing that. Because if they don't eat twice a day, if they're just allowed to take their food whenever they want, that's not your gift to them anymore. They're just taking what they want. And especially with a breed like a husky, we ain't gonna do that. Gracie, sit. And I do this with all of my dogs too. Anytime I bring a new dog home, we go through the same old rigmarole. I'm gonna turn back around to her. Gracie? Gracie, sit. Okay, I don't care. I'm just gonna turn around. And I'm just facing, and I'm just giving you this nice little view of the wall here so you can see what I'm seeing. I'm just turned around. I'm not even looking at the dog. She's gonna walk back over to me, say, why are you not feeding me? Because you're not paying attention. Gracie, sit. Good girl. Nope. Good. She even gave me eye contact that time. That's perfect. I'm gonna let her finish that bowl of food, right? Because that was really, really nice. But if we want a dog that listens to us instead of us listening to them, because she's getting to an age where she's thinking that she's going to get stuff one way, and it's just not going to be that way. She can't run your house. She thought she could come in here and run this house the other night. That is not the case. She persisted for over an hour to try to get on the couch. No, ma'am. Like like I said, she was persistent. We had a conversation about it. Let her remember whose house this is, who I am. She cannot push us around. She is a dog, and we are people. She can't get her way, and she's got to quit tearing up carpet. She has got to quit scratching in the crate. She has got to get her brain together, right? Because these are all behaviors that she's almost kind of regressed on some, right? So we just got to get her life back together. And I understand that took me about 7-8 minutes to feed the dog, but like doing this for just a couple weeks, this will exponentially increase the amount that she listens to you. I promise you that. Same thing with the gate, where like you're somewhere out of her sight, the gate that she knows she can push, right? Something she knows she can get out of. You can even put her in the crate and close the door without locking it, right? Good girl, Gracie. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You can close the door of the crate and not lock it. She has to stay in the crate, right? And you can do that. I like where your crate placement is right now because you still want to try to push that gate out the way, and you're not going to. I like where your crate placement is right now because that's a really easy spot for her to be in and out of your view at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You're a good girl. Yeah, we can go out now. But we gotta, I know you've been pregnant, and I know like stuff has been different, but we can't keep letting her just get away with these ridiculous puppy behaviors, right? Because at over a year old, if she thinks that she's still allowed to get away with this kind of crap, she's gonna probably try to do it for the rest of her life. Especially that digging in the carpet junk. We gotta quit that.